Hello and welcome back to Mr. Powers Teaches Algebra. Guess what? You're right. You got it. We're graphing rational functions still. There's the process. If you like this step-by-step thing, then there's a step-by-step thing for you guys to look at. If you're like me and you just want to know the rules and then just go by off of that, that's kind of what I did in the last video. I showed a few examples of rational functions and talked about where those asymptotes were. And in any case, there are the steps, and let's see if I follow the steps. I'm going to do a few examples with you guys today. Okay? So, find intercepts. That's always a fun thing to do. It's always a good thing to do. Find your x-intercepts, find your y-intercepts. Piece of cake. You might even find intercepts with the asymptotes. Those are kind of fun. You don't have to. There's sometimes intersections with the asymptotes, the horizontal ones. Find your vertical asymptotes. Find your horizontal asymptotes. Plot your vertical and horizontal asymptotes, and then find a few values in between them. In between our vertical asymptotes. So the vertical asymptotes will divide the number line into regions. In each region, graph at least 1 point. 1 point's usually pretty good. This point will tell us where the graph will be above or below the horizontal asymptote. And if we need to, we should get several points to determine the general shape of the graph. It's always a good idea. The more the better, because it can cross the horizontal asymptote. But, the more you do these, you kind of get a feel for what they're going to look like. So let's do one. Let's go. Let's do it. Sketch the graph of the following function. Look at this guy. So let's do it. So let's go through all those steps. Here, good enough. Okay. I'm ready. I'm excited here. We're going to do so good. So first off, intercepts. I guess we could find those. Intercepts are boring. We've been doing those forever. Okay, so let's say when x equals 0, okay, f of 0 is going to be 3 times 0 plus 6 over 0 minus 1, which is what? 6 divided by negative 1. So negative 6. Okay, we got 1 point. 0, comma, negative 6. 0, negative 6. Okay, we got that point. Good to know. What about y equals 0? When does this equal 0? Well, when does y equal 0? It's when the numerator equals 0, right? So when does the numerator equal 0? So let's go ahead and let 3x. And we should use a different color here. Make it a little bit more clear. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, so 3x plus 6 equals 0. When do those equal 0? Oh, when does that equal 0? Let's see here. Minus 6 from both sides. I think it's 2. 3x. Oh, it's negative 2. What am I saying? Equals negative 6. X equals 2. Okay, so y equals 0, x equals 2. So we get a point 2, comma 0. Okay, we got a couple points. We got our intercepts. Now what? We got those intercepts. Now what about our vertical asymptotes? Let's do that. We got our vertical asymptote. Oh, baby. Where's that going to be? That's when our denominator equals 0, right? When's the denominator equal 0? Well, that's easy. When x equals 1. That's obvious. Okay. So when's the numerator? Well, we got numerator equals 0. Okay. Horizontal asymptotes. Ooh, remember, we had some rules for horizontal asymptotes. Okay, so just to remind you, what are all those rules? Here they go. If n, there it is. N is the degree of the numerator, m is the degree of the denominator. If n is less than m, the x-axis is our horizontal asymptote. If they're equal, the y equals a over b is our horizontal asymptote. If n is greater than m, there will be no horizontal asymptote. So what is our case? What is our case? We're looking at this here. What do we have? We have same degree. They're both a x to the first power. So we're going to take those coefficients. We can pretend like there's a 1 in front of this x. So we're going to have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 3 over 1, or just y equals 3. Y equals 3 is our horizontal asymptote. Man, we got all these points. It's awesome. I can't believe it. It's so cool. We're almost done. I say, before we get some more points, we got a couple points, we got some asymptotes. Let's plot them out. Let's see what we got going. Okay, so we have a 0, -6. So let's see here. 0, -6. We got a point. We got 2, 0. Let's see here. So that's 2, 0. We got there. We got a point. Okay. Vertical asymptote at x equals 1. So at x equals 1, that's right about, there's 0, there's 2. It's right here, I think. X equals 1. Whoops. Come on. No sliding around on me. There. Good enough. We got x equals 1 for our vertical asymptote, and then horizontal asymptote is y equals 3. All right, y equals 3. That's like, let's say right about here. All right, good enough. Y equals 3. And we do like to do those asymptotes in dashed lines, something I think most of us like to do. Okay. We got some points, and actually, I already have a really good feeling about what my graph is doing, because here's a point here on this side of both these asymptotes. So I think I'm going to be getting closer to this vertical asymptote this way, and then it's going to go out kind of like this way. And then we got this point here as well. So that's telling me also that we're kind of on this side of the asymptote. And let me see here. Yeah. Looks like, we're kind of going this way. And we're going kind of down and around here. All right. That's a terrible line. Let me. Oops. Okay. You know what I'll do? Let's go this. Whoops. Come on. Give me my button. What are we going here? What are we doing here? There, that's a little better. It's kind of, so we're looking for like kind of a curved line this way, a curved line this way, and that'll be what it looks like without testing any more points. We're pretty sure. But we could do another one. Some easy points would be like x equals -1. So what is f of -1? That's going to be 3 over -2. Okay, so -1 comma -3 halves. So -1, -3 halves, we 1 over half. It'd be like right about here. So you know what? We did okay. It's definitely looking the way it's supposed to. Yeah. We could try f of 2 we did. F of 1 we can't do. We could go f of 4. Just try one more, and then I'm going to say we're good. And we'll take a look at what this graph looks like on the on GeoGebra. So f of 4, would be 12 plus 6 is 18 over 3. 18 divided by 3. What is that? 6? 3 times 6, 18? So I would have, f of 4. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 6 is 18. 4 minus 1 is 3. So f of 4, 6. So 4 comma 6. Oh, look at that. 4 comma 6. It looks like I'm actually over here. So it looks like definitely should do a couple more points. Good to know. How did that happen, huh? F of 4 is 6. All right. Let's do a couple more here. What's f of 10? That's going to be 36 over 9. That's going to be 4. Okay. So that's going to be 10. That's going to be 4. That's interesting. So it looks like in this case, we're actually getting something more like this. So there's a nice lesson for us. It is very, very good to test a few extra points. Let's do one more then, f of negative 10. F of negative 10 is going to be negative 30 plus 6, negative 24 over negative 11. And that's around positive 2. So f of negative 10 is around positive 2. Yeah, we had this one about right. That one's not so bad. So that's the way it's going to look here. I'll pause the video for a second. Oh, actually, and no, you know what? This is just going to be one example. So, because this is already kind of long. So let's go ahead and take a look at GeoGebra here for this guy. What is it again? 3x plus 6 over x minus 1. F of x equals, I'll put the forward slash in first so we can do that. 3x plus 6 over x minus 1. And I did something terribly wrong, it looks like. We got 0, negative 6. We got negative 2, 0. We got 10, comma 4 here. And we got our asymptotes. They were at x equals 1. And y equals 3. We got those. Those all look really good. But oh, I got x equals 1 for my... How did I get x equals 1 for my... That's a vertical asymptote. My horizontal asymptote's x equals 3. No, that's right. Let's see here. But what did we do? I got... Two comma 0. How did I get 2 comma 0? Do we have 2 comma 0 here? So that's my problem here. It's not 2 comma 0, it's 2 comma 12. And that's because I put 2 instead of negative 2. So I made a terrible, terrible mistake. But there we found it. So that's good. X equals negative 2. So it should have been negative 2 comma 0. That would have given us negative 2 comma 0. That would have given us this point here. And that wouldn't have messed us up then. So that's gone. We got these 2 points here when we tested these 2 points. So that's telling us, oh, this guy is kind of going down here like this. and getting closer to this vertical asymptote this way. That one point threw us off. We checked a couple more, so that's it. So we got to be very, very careful with these. So now we figured out our mistake. Our graph looks good. We can go home happy. So there's one example for you guys. We'll do a couple more in other videos. Until have fun doing math. Bye.